Not like the other one. Oh, hey.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shaun,
And I'm Lori.
and the name of our show is Messages from Heaven. Normally, we have callers come in, but the service where the callers come in actually is down today, so that doesn't work out for us. So instead, we're just going to give a holiday message and some holiday readings for everyone, for like a broad audience.
Yes. So, holiday greetings from Santa's Helpers. That's who we are today. I think we should have different props every time.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so isn't that weird though? We usually stream on Blog Talk Radio and the radios are down.
yeah, their whole phone service is down today. So,
And yesterday I was looking up things because I don't know if you guys watched that new movie, the Leave the World Behind.
yes.
And one of the things it starts out with is a blackout, like a radio blackout,
Yeah.
internet blackout. So I was, for some reason, like looking it up yesterday, and I thought there was going to be a blackout. And it's weird that there's a blackout today.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's their system, but we're planning next year to do it through Blog Talk Radio and also through StreamYard, where you can actually call in directly to there or even video in.
Yes.
So it'll be very interesting. We're hoping to have guests, different psychics, so it'll be great.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, so because me and Shaun are, like we said, usually doing a radio at this time. You just have to bear with us. We're a little technically challenged because we're streaming on a couple different places and we're trying to find out where the chats are coming in from. Somebody liked our hats. Thank you very much.
They're courtesy of Lori.
I love the props. I feel like it always, it's good for good entertainment. So, what do you want? You want me to pull some cards and then you give a general reading too for maybe who you're talking to?
Of course, we're all hoping next year is going to be a good year.
Yeah, we need it better than last year for sure.
Yeah.
And happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's what I'm sending out. But let's see. So the general reading for today as a collective group is as follows. Oh, I really like this one actually. So you want to look at it and then I'll give my interpretation and then you give your interpretation.
Sure.
All right. So first we get the crown chakra, which is a lot about your connection to the universe, your connection to the angels, extraterrestrials, whoever it is you want to connect with. But so that is very strong and it's been very strong. We get the suffering and silence card, which I feel like is a lot for everybody. It makes sense. We're all kind of suffering, but we're going forward. We're still forging ahead, even though maybe we're suffering in silence. And I think it's a good just message to keep on going. Don't look back. You can only go forward from here. So keep on going. And then we get mental conflict, which I think is very connected to the suffering and silent. Maybe it's between the negative and positive thoughts and maybe just playing devil's advocate. Sometimes you're letting your thoughts go more negative. It's very hard during the holidays for a lot of people. It makes sense. And especially just reflecting on the year and maybe some of our hardships and sadnesses that have happened. However, the card that follows that is a really good one. And this is triumphant success. So I like that. I think it's saying that no matter what you've been through and everything that your trials and errors throughout this year and the past years, you're still going to be successful. So keep on going. What do you think, Shaun?
Absolutely. I just literally, as you're doing that, like an angel pushed down on me.
Ooh, what were they saying?
Pretty much that, like you said, this year was a lot about obstacles, getting over obstacles, getting through hard times. But next year's going to be a big opening up. It's all about
for everybody,
yeah. It's all about opening the mind and heart.
Very much so, and I like that too. I think there's going to be a lot of learning how to retrust your third eye and your intuition, and learning how, and maybe that's where the mental conflict comes in too. Like, are you really connecting? Are you really connected? Are you going crazy? You know, it's a little bit of everything all at once. But the more you believe, the more truths that you see and know, and then you can't unsee things, right?
Absolutely. Next year, we're going to be working, I think, as a human race about opening up our minds and hearts and understanding that we're all connected.
I think so too.
Um, the one wish I have this holiday is that everyone would drop all the different viewing people as colors, as races, as religions, and realizing that we're all one people, one human, and we're all on this earth trying to survive, and we just need to try to help each other. The more you lift other people up, the more you lift yourself up.
I love that.
And that's a big thing that I think is going to be coming.
And you know what else I've seen too, as you're saying, is all of us like kind of learning how to reconnect with each other, and maybe not so much on top, like how we see each other, but below, like underground with our roots and our branches, right? So our underground roots are going to start remembering each other and remembering how to network.
I'm just reading some of the comments. This is the first time I'm actually realized there are comments. I found this at the end of last show. I found some comments. I'm like, oh my god.
Couldn't get through. Yeah, we know a lot of people tried to call in. We usually have a list, 20 people deep at least, and the radio is just out. I don't know if it's just Blog Talk Radio, but there's a blackout somewhere with that. So
yeah, Blog Talk Radio says they're having issues. So
can we do a reading through a chat? Sure. Glad to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. And Brad, go get help. He said, ask the spirits if it's spiritual energy that surrounds me or farts. For you, I think it's farts. And if anybody has any specific questions, you could ask us and we'll let you know. Otherwise, we could just talk about other things going on. At Charm tonight, there's a soiree. So if you're around and you're in Long Island and you want to come by, we do like little mini sessions. There's readings, there's Reiki, there's foot detoxes, chair massages, and you come in, you pay one price and you get a little bit of each. So it's a nice fun night out. It's a good stress reliever.
Absolutely.
Someone says, I'd love to know about the transition I'm going through with career and life. Okay, what's your name, by the way? We will answer you. I like to have a name though when I do a reading.
I agree.
It says on our thread, first name, last name. It doesn't say an actual name. So who's ever typed in, oh, Jessica. Okay. So Jessica, this one is for you. She wants to know about her transition with career and life. All right.
What's this mean? Show.
Oh, I don't know. I wonder if they could chime in. Do you want to try it?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Trying something. Oh, okay.
Oh, it comes up through there. Perfect.
Now I know.
Yeah, so this is for Jessica.
We're going to be using this system more next year, so I wonder how to use it better.
Some trial and error.
Next year, the astrological signs will merge. What does that mean?
I seen that.
I don't know what that means.
Who said that?
An angel.
Oh. Well, I seen that the time was like speeding up. In my brain. Did you see bubbles when that happened, by the way? I just seen more bubbles before. They were like right over here.
Maybe it's that one angel that works with us. I don't know. Because last time we saw bubbles.
Yeah.
But those the astrological signs will be mixed and merged. All right. Sorry, Jessica. I'll get back to you.
All right. So for Jessica, for transition and career. It's interesting because I feel like a lot of what you were going through was upsetting. Basically, in a nutshell, what I'm getting is you weren't happy with where you were because there was some type of, I don't know, lie, or when you first started there, you were told something and then it turned into something completely different. And you really just weren't doing what you wanted to be doing, and you weren't getting the recognition you deserved. I think now with the new transition, I think it's a little bit of a waiting game, and it's gonna feel like you're more in the right place after like January, February. What are you getting?
I'm speaking to an old guy.
An old guy.
Yeah, an older man, big guy, very strong, and I don't know if he worked with his hands, but he's talking about like mahogany and stuff like that. But they're all saying that you've been through a lot, and it's time to actually bear fruit. I guess to get what you're actually looking for.
Be abundant, bear fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be abundant. But it's something you're gonna have to push through. You're gonna have to push to get what you want, but it will happen.
Yeah, and I feel like you're still in like a holding kind of. Like you're in a better place than you were, but you still are not in the exact place. I have worked for myself for many years and been upset because it hasn't produced any money. Makes sense. And maybe the whole part when you went in there, you felt like you were going in with different ideas and it turned into be something else. I feel like you're definitely in a better place now than you were even in September, though. And it's going to be more around February that you're seeing the money coming in. I feel like you're going to be doing what you're doing, but incorporating new things. A new line, a new idea. There's going to be something else that you're also bringing in that's going to kind of like move everything along.
I'm also seeing like almost getting yourself into a bigger network.
Yeah. It's definitely expanding.
They show me like literally like pushing your way into this network that's going to bring about a lot more for you.
He's helping her, yeah. Your grandfather, I think it is. He's very strong. He reminds me of like Thor.
Like I said, he's big, powerful guy.
Seen with like suspenders on.
Yeah,
like a bib type of overall thing.
He keeps doing this mahogany dresser or something like that.
It's very disappointing. It's been like 12 plus years. Yeah, I feel like hang in there because something's got to give. What are you doing with your own business? My whole life I've given to this. Yeah, I think you're going to use it, but I feel like there's like one last idea. There's one last person or something that you're pulling in, adding to it, that it's going to really make everything take off. Healing work, spiritual teacher. Okay, so there's got to be like one other modality or one other thing that you are adding in that helps you take off. I don't know if it's like an extra class, an extra thing that you're making to use, like a tool that people can then purchase, but it's something else that you're going to literally come up with. I feel like they're going to channel it to you. And once you have that, everything is going to just take off. Then adding in new things, then repackaging. Yes, that's what I think it is. I think it's the repackaging and the networking too, because maybe there's other people that you're going to be connecting with also that help you take off. Put so much work in all these years. I know it's not easy. I definitely know it'll pay off. It's interesting because the reward and recognition card came up upside down. And that's saying like you're not getting your recognition. You're not feeling your reward. And I think that's valid to say because you've been putting all this effort in if you're not feeling like you're getting something back. And then we get the waiting game, which tells me it's happening. Like the seeds have been planted. The tree is growing. It's just a little bit more around the bend. What do you think, Shaun?
Well, I was going to say, you're the best person to answer that because you're a healer, you're a teacher.
Yeah.
You own the shop. She does readings. This is her life.
Yeah, I mean, make sure you're teaching Reiki or some other type of energy healing. Have that in the packages. Maybe you need to just do some like little crystal pouches that you can offer as in addition to either the course or just to get started, and something that's going to like draw people in. But I feel like you're going to be channeled this and you're going to know. And I say by January, I really feel maybe by January you're going to implement it, but I think by February you're really going to start to see some return and some money coming in. I've been networking since June. Why would Spirit do this to me? I feel like a martyr. I just keep on believing in doing. Yeah. Sometimes it's getting past that part where you're going to give up. That's when it starts to happen.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. I mean, they tell me struggling is learning. I mean,
yeah, he knows the best about this.
I've been through so many medical situations and so many things, and there was times where I said, "Why are you doing this to me?" And each time it turns out it's meant for something good.
Hi, Alice.
How you doing?
Do you have a question? We're trying to take questions as they come in, but we're only seeing one of the threads, and we're streaming on a couple of places because our radio blog is down.
I don't know whether I can't tell
where they're coming from.
Yeah, I don't know which site you guys are actually messaging from. This is the first time doing this solely on this system, so this is all new to us. So just, if you can, let us know how you're streaming us, what site you're watching.
Oh, look. See, I put that one. So that must come from us.
Then. Oh, okay. So what is that?
From Facebook. Oh, maybe but is any of your Facebooks that logo?
No, I don't know. I'll have to fix that. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, very cool. Hi, Diane. Or Facebook. I think I'm on YouTube. Okay, so let's see Alice.
Alice, do you have any questions for us?
I think, can either of you tell me anything about what's going on in my life?
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Alice, this one is for you. And I'm getting a lot of like solar plexus sacral chakra for you, which is like creativity, motivation, creating something, stirring something up. But that's my original thought. What are you picking up so far, Shaun, for Alice? Oh, that's so fun. The first card that comes up is fertility, which is your solar plexus sacral chakra, the creation.
I don't know who this angel is with me, but she's awesome. It's like answering all my questions.
Or is it Ariel?
It might be. I deal with Ariel a lot. She's all about nature, love,
light, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nurturing, yeah.
But Alice, what they're showing me is almost like you have to give yourself a direction. I'm seeing like almost like a boat's adrift, like things are coming from every direction.
Yeah.
You're not sure which to focus on.
Are you guys married? No, we're just soul friends.
Yes. She is married and she has lovely kids, so.
Thank you. And he has lovely nieces and nephews. Oh, nieces. Do you have a nephew?
Oh, all nieces.
No nephews. Maybe in the future.
In my family, the boys have girls and the girls have boys.
Ah, makes sense.
That's how. It's very weird, but that's how it works throughout my entire extended family.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
So.
It was never clear. No, we're just besties.
Yes.
We're like soul best friends. So Alice, what is going on that you need help with? We see like you don't have so much of a direction.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going through a spiritual awakening and may have experienced many symptoms. I've even given readings to people in the past, but I was never able to do a full reading, and I had empathic abilities. Okay, so that makes sense with what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like you're getting all this input from different places, and you kind of have to direct.
It's overwhelming. A lot of times, especially when you're just waking up or just connecting with what you're getting, it is overwhelming. That makes sense. I feel like to tie it into the fertility motivation, creativity part, it's saying like now you're ready to use it. Like now you're ready to, you've already started seeing connecting. Now you're ready to put it to use. And they stopped. But that was over 15 years ago when I had telepathic abilities. Ooh, I love that. I think we all have honestly, every time I give readings, I tell everybody I think we're all psychics, we're all mediums, you guys included.
I tell people, mother's intuition, that's psychic, all these gut feelings that you have.
Everything. We just close it off, or I'll say dumb it down, because, we're not supposed to do that or know that, but we are. We're all energy. So obviously we're all connected. I heard my grandson telepathically say thank you to me. Oh, I love that. Hi, Janice. Yeah, they definitely say that we're all, I don't want to say mind readers, but no. I just think that we're all energetically connected. Absolutely. And if you're open and I'm open, then the opportunity to telepathically connect is there. You just have to know it. Is it crystal clear? Not all the time. I mean, so many things get lost in translation. Yeah. And I think that's communication style, and maybe if you're blocking anything, even subconsciously. But for the most part, energy is transferable and fluid, and yes, we could definitely connect. I want these things all back in my life so I can help others, and telepathically so I can help animals. Oh, I love that, Alice. So you have it. Just no, I think letting go of the ego, which is the part of being right, or not exactly. Being wrong, or judging yourself.
Trusting yourself is one of the hardest things to learn.
That's once you let go of that, and you don't care if people think you're crazy or if your messages are a little off. Once you just go with the flow, literally, say what's on your mind, do and feel what's on your mind, telepathically talk to everything and every animal, the easier it'll be. Now I get it. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome.
And they want you to give them some direction too. Because one thing I learned is if you ask for something, ask for a message, that could be visual, it could be auditory, it could be a feeling or a thing. Tell them how you want it. How do you want it visually? Do you want it? How do you want to receive it? Because how it works is your spirit guides, they're there to help you, and sometimes they act like a bouncer at a bar, and you have to tell them what you want so they know what to filter through.
Yeah, I like that.
And your heart chakra right now is like huge, so just keep looking at that. Keep knowing that this is you. You are powerful, and just try not to let the world get involved.
Yeah, especially right now.
Sometimes you take on the world too much.
Yeah, make sure you're grounding and protecting yourself. My favorite grounding is the tree, right? You like the tree?
I love that, yeah.
If you guys want, I could take you through it really quick right now. But when you feel, I mean, you should be doing this every day anyways. I ground myself like 3 times a day. What about you?
Not at least once.
At least, yeah. And if you're doing readings, more so.
Definitely.
But when I want to ground myself, I close my eyes. I take a really deep breath. And when I breathe out, I visualize as if there's like roots growing out of the soles of my feet. And I see them, and they're anchoring me into the ground, almost like I'm a big tree or a big flower. And my roots are anchoring me into the ground. And that's part of how I ground myself. I mean, there's more to it, but that's an easy way to do it. And then I also ask the angels from above to like put a white light around me.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps. And then it even helps you to absorb less of other people's emotions. So I know you said you were really empathic, which is great. But sometimes it's hard. It's really hard to be very empathic. It's hard on you, so, and we know. unfortunately, all too well. But if you ground yourself daily, constantly, and you put yourself in a bubble of white light, and ask the angels for protection, you won't absorb all of that, all of those emotions, and hold on to all of that. I wonder why I've been having trouble walking. I felt something pull at my feet. I didn't even have shoes on. I was at home and it was like a sting that tried to catch my toes. It was so weird. And it was the second time it happened this week. Ooh. It's a little creepy, a little dark, I feel.
I would just keep grounding yourself and keep protecting yourself. Imagine a white bubble of light surround you and fill with white light.
Mm-hmm.
And just know that nothing can harm you when you're in that bubble.
Right. Yeah, if you feel like you have something touching you or grabbing for you, which happens, like I said, once you realize that we're all energy and we're all connected, it goes into then different dimensions. So yes, our angels and ancestors are here, but there's also darker entities. So we don't want any of that. I don't want any of that.
Right.
So that's why the grounding and protecting helps. But if you're feeling something pulling at you and it's not necessarily a good feeling, ground yourself, say a prayer of protection, and you'll be fine.
Oh, I have a feeling that that's a message they want to give to her.
It's like to slow down.
Almost, but you have to be in control. You tell them stop.
Yes.
And also, that will help when you tell them how you want to get the information. So I wouldn't be nervous about it or scared. I would just know that you're in control and let them know what you want.
Right. And just say, stop. I don't like to, be touched or physically. Like if you want to show me something, show it to me or make me hear it. Don't pull on anything or try to trip me. Right. Right. Because maybe she only responds better to physical things.
Well, that's the way they know they'll get your attention.
Exactly.
But you have to be in control.
Sense, yeah. Nothing scared me. I know I'm protected. Okay, good. That's the important part. You have to know that you're protected, and then you're fine. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Last thing, Alice, do you have a lot of plants in your house? I feel like I'm just surrounded by plants. It's beautiful. It's like a beautiful feeling.
A lot of, when you said that, I felt like a lot of, I'm going to say the spores or the cells on the leaves, like breathing.
Yeah. It's.
They give us.
Oh, we're so happy as well, Alice. Thank you.
A poinsettia plant, but I love nature. Maybe it's that you need some more plants in your house.
Very cool, because I definitely see your attachment to nature. And I'm so happy we got to talk. And like I said, we are going to be doing more of these and maybe even have people call in or video in as well. So I'm really happy we got to do this. We got to try it out.
Somebody else, and it just comes up on our end. I'm not sure where you're calling in from. But somebody else says, do you see some civil unrest breaking out? People are making some scary predictions about society, but I'm not seeing any of it. Do you see it or anything bad happening? Who is asking that question? If you could tell us your name, and then we'll pull some cards. I have a couple friends who would be interested.
Oh, thank you, Alice. That's great. Yeah. You can follow us you can see our Facebook page, obviously. But we also have a website, Trump's Messages from Heaven, which I'm going to try to update as well for all the new stuff next year. Thank you, Alice.
Yeah. And like we said, we're on Facebook and Instagram. Although I don't know if we're streaming on Instagram right now.
No, but actually, StreamYard just added something where you can.
Oh, they did. Oh, perfect. So we'll be on that too. YouTube. We're always on, and Blog Talk Radio, which is the one that's down today. So usually these are mostly radio calls, not so much video, but we're getting used to it. That's why we have our little props.
Yeah, no, I like this. I'm happy you guys are entering the chat and getting us used to this method.
So just a general question about society. Basically, that movie you watched. Oh, I liked that movie so much. I'm telling you. I don't care who made it or the actors in it, whatever. A lot of it was satire, and I actually, not that I thought it was funny, but I found it amusing that these things are happening and people are just literally, like in the movie, living their regular lives. Like they're dancing to music, they're watching Friends, they're not, yes, they are aware of what's going on, but at the same time, they're still living their lives. Like it's, time doesn't stop for no one for anything.
Yeah.
And I think part of the moral of the story was how are you going to spend the rest of your time? You don't really know when it's going to end. It's almost exactly like that movie. Like you don't even know how it's going to end. But are you going to spend the rest of your time being happy, or are you going to spend the rest of your time worrying about things? The comical part was I only seen this movie like over the weekend, so a couple days ago, and it was made or released at the end of November, I think before Thanksgiving. And they only recalled Teslas like 5 days ago, right? And in the movie, one of the parts where they're trying to get off of Long Island, which is where we live, all the Teslas are driving by themselves, like on the only road out, trying to get out, which is funny because they've all just been recalled, like every single one of them in America. And this was in the movie. So is it predictive programming? Absolutely. But at the same time, now that we have this information, what are we going to do about it? That's what I feel like, are you going to enjoy the rest of your life and be happy? Or are you going to be worrying about everything or, still that narcissist person? I feel like now is the time to decide what type of person you want to be.
Oh, that's cool. Shows how many people watching on each one.
I like that.
That's cool.
They're mocking people in the world now. Exactly. Crazy things are happening. People are clueless. Exactly. But are people clueless? I think to some extent, because even in the movie, they know that there's a blackout. Like, they know certain things, but I think they're choosing to not
ignore
see
it, yes.
Which I think is the whole point of it. Even the whole point that you brought up of racism and everything like that, how we hope that in the new year we could just view each other as mankind, humankind. Let's take out the man too. Oh, I don't want to get in trouble for that. But it's just how many people choose to see versus how many people choose not to see. Like 100%, it's true, and there is racism and all of that. But it's, are you going to make it better, regardless of what race, creed, religion, and creed you are, or are you going to feed into it? I think it's that, and even with the deer, they said was symbolized or symbolic of, was it fear, or I just said that? Anxiety.
That's funny because I had to look up deer the other day too.
And what did you get? I feel like I always think like a sheep is the symbolizing of like following. I think the deer was the symbol of fear and anxiety, but it's almost like what they feed you and what you hear. So if you hear one thing and then you start believing it, you can get everybody else to believe it. So I think we could be like the deer, but in a better way, spreading positivity and light instead of fear and hatred. And that's just my opinion. But what did you get that deer said?
Innocence, purity, going through obstacles with grace.
Right. Well, what the cool thing about it in the movie, only the little girl saw all those deers all the time.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the innocence part. When you're young and you're innocent, you are more open to love and less believing of all of the hatred that has been put out in the world, And I think now is our opportunity. Do we use this and go forward, or do we feed into the fear and all of that? I definitely think crazy things are happening in the world today. Let's pull cards for it. What messages have you been getting regarding that?
I think a lot of truths are going to come out about who's running everything in the world and what's really happening. And obviously you're seeing a lot of things come out that they didn't want us to know that have recently. So I see that happening, but I'm praying I pray that people realize that we're all the same and we're all connected. Like I said, everything that you put out there in the world, you help somebody, you're helping yourself, you're raising your own spirit.
Right, we are, but how many people are not? How many people are putting out bad or negative things?
Not all the truths have come out.
Because COVID happened and most fell for it, and the injections, all the truths have come out, but people are still clueless. I still feel like there's, right, like Shaun said, a lot more truths that have not come out fully yet. I am seeing blackouts. I was looking them up yesterday just to see where they were, and they were scattered about. But then today, so weirdly enough, at the time that me and Shaun are supposed to do our radio show, there's a blackout on the radio on Blog Talk, and it's still a blackout. Money in banks being cleared. There's so much they have planned. See, with the money in the banks, I am worried because, we all have money in the bank. But at the same point, I'm not feeding into that because I feel like we're going to be okay anyways. I'm not taking my money out. I'm not doing anything crazy like that. I feel like if the banks go down, you don't have money either. So, it's not just me. And I think that's kind of valid again to the whole point of what I was getting from that movie. We have to think about and see things as a whole, not an individual. So if I was seeing things as an individual, I'd be worried. I'd be taking all my money out, mine, and putting it here and, storing it, whatever. But because I know that when this happens, it's going to affect everybody, I'm not worried. And I'm just going to leave it as it is. Why fight the system, if you will, when instead I feel like we're going to beat the system because we already know about it and we're going to use it as a collective to get better? I don't know. It sounds crazy, but that's how I feel. What about you?
They're really telling me that I know that all this stuff in your head is scary. All this, you're creating all this fear inside, and there's a lot.
It is scary.
There's a lot to be said to live in the present.
Right.
What's happening now?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything happening right this second that I can fix?
Right. What else can you do to be happier?
Yeah. What's happening in this moment? The future's going to happen. That's why all the monks are all about living in the present. That they don't worry about that stuff. That stuff doesn't clog up their mind.
Right. You can't worry about the present. You can't change the past.
Right.
You can't worry about the future. You can only do what
you could do right now.
Is right in front of you. Which is very true, which I think is, again, another point of that movie. I just feel like it's saying, like, instead of the little girl, like, crying and worrying about the world ending, she finds what makes her happy, and she's going to sit there and watch it, Miranda, yes, we can see your comment. And there is a lot that's planned, but I feel like if we rise above, almost like one step ahead of them.
Your thing.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
If we just know that as a collective, we're going to come together and not push each other apart and fight for things. Instead, we're going to help each other and grow and make more things, then I think we're going to be okay.
I agree. But I just, especially during this holiday season, don't let that stuff fill up your mind and create that fear.
Right.
Just live for them right now. Enjoy this time of the year because it is a special time.
Mm-hmm.
But
send out healing energy, healing vibrations, and I feel like just think in harmony, and those people who want to be harmonious are going to rise together. And those people who want to do fear and hate, they'll kill each other, and we'll have nothing to do with it.
Hi, Kelly. So,
that's rising, but people aren't rising, or at least I don't see it. I think there's a rising of consciousness. There's a rising of knowledge and knowing, and you're not going to see that. You're just going to know it and feel it. And when you're around people who are on your raised vibration, you're going to know who's part of your tribe.
That's funny because when you were picking for someone else, the spirit told me to pick that card. That card's for next year.
And it's the awareness card. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I think people in the know who have chosen to spiritually upgrade and vibrate higher are going to be fine and protected because we're going to come together and help each other out. And the other people who choose not to, they'll be not on their own, but they've had their choice, and that's it.
I want to ask Miranda or Kelly, would you like have any would you like? I can't even talk. Do you have any questions?
Oh, Miranda says, can you guys see when somebody's actually pregnant? I mean, most of the time, yes. Is it for you? Is it for somebody else? I keep on getting a lot of like I can't breathe. I want to like hold my breath. I don't want to make any moves, like a nerve, anxiety type of thing. Do you guys see me being pregnant now? So like we're waiting. That makes sense because I feel like I don't want to do anything to see what until I see what's going to come out.
Yes, Kelly, we can as soon as we're finished, Miranda.
So what are we getting? I don't know. I'm feeling like you are going to be definitely in 2024. Could be too early to tell right now. So I feel like I'm like just waiting. I'm not sure. What are you getting?
I don't know.
So I'm not sure how early it is for you. We do get a victory and success, but it's upside down. So that to me tells me it's in the cards, but maybe not right this second. But it just might be too early to tell. Also, which would make sense for that. You do get a transformation card. You get a love begins card, which is definitely like it's coming. It's in the cards for you for sure. I just feel like it might be a little too early to tell right now. So maybe try again in a week from now and ask. I'm not giving up any hopes because the new year is in 2 weeks. So I literally just think you might be too early to tell. I mean, we get a triumph, success. So you're definitely going to be pregnant. I just...
I keep seeing this like spirit, like a baby spirit, like circling or waiting.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I feel a boy anyways. Did you feel a boy?
Yeah, I don't like to say.
He's around. I just think it's a little too early. So maybe wait a week or two and then we'll readdress and we'll pull some more cards for you.
We won't be on next week because of the holiday, but we'll be back in the new year.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, well, if you want, we could do on Thursday. Well, we'll see what we're doing.
Oh, we'll see. Like I said, follow us on Charm's Message from Heaven on Facebook, or you can go to Charmed Eclectic Healing Shop. So we're all over the place. Our website.
Yeah.
But we'll keep everyone up to date.
We are everywhere. Just like
I'm enjoying this way of doing it. It's very different for me. I like it.
And she said she feels like it's too early too. Good. So just relax. My best thing to tell you is exactly what we've been saying this whole show is to live in the present. Don't think about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just live in the present. Treat yourself like a queen and be happy and present and go from there. Let's see. Kelly Bailey, are you able to do a reading for me? Sure, Kelly. Do you have a question? Otherwise, we could do like a general.
Oh, exactly. I'm doing too many words.
Get out of here, guys.
Like I don't know who's here for who.
Yeah. Then it's way too early. I would wait at least 2 more weeks, Miranda.
Yeah, keep in touch with us.
Yeah. Drink a lot of water, take a lot of vitamins, and just enjoy life. Send love and light out. And wait 2 weeks. And try not to worry. I know it's easier said than done. All right, so Kelly. Yes. Good luck and keep us posted. Kelly wants a general reading. Okay, so this is for Kelly Bailey.
Okay.
Oh, she's pretty present. The grandma.
Is that the grandma?
Yeah, she's got like a chunky necklace or something around her neck. Do you see her? It looks like either like a very thick necklace or like a wreath or something around her neck. Decoration.
Because I had
costume jewelry.
Older lady that wasn't that old. but she had like almost like dyed long hair. I don't know if that was for Kelly or for that person.
I think it's for Kelly, yeah.
Okay.
Did she have costume jewelry on?
Yes.
Yes.
Kelly, let me know if this makes any sense to you.
Okay. My mom or grandma. Oh, I think it's both of them together. That makes sense then, because I seen her a little bit older. They definitely look a lot alike, and their style is very similar. Correct. My mom loved Christmas and more Julie. Yeah, she has on like it looks like a cool big necklace that's almost like a wreath, or it had like holly on it. I don't know. It was interesting, and I would have worn it. I love it.
It's a big clock. No, I'm kidding. Like, what's that rapper?
Oh, not Busta Rhymes.
No.
What the clock? I know who you're talking about.
But your mom is very into cards for the holidays. She's like literally saying them all up to everyone to see.
Yeah, and there's one with it actually looks like I know we were just talking about deers, but it looks like there's a deer or a reindeer on it, and there's a house wreaths. And then a sled. She used to make the wreaths. Oh, that makes sense. And Grandma has the red glasses. They're like thin red frames. A little bit Betsy Johnson. They're very cute with their style, like eclectic. Oh, Flava Flav. That's it. I feel like I was him one time for Halloween. I love Flava
wrong
Flav. Holiday. So for your message, I'm getting a lot of working on your communication. I see a lot of kind of stepping into your voice, using your voice, and maybe this is after you've thought a while about something or thought about something that maybe you haven't been saying to somebody or speaking your truth. I keep on getting a lot of communicating in a better way that is helping you in your life in all areas, with family, with relationships, even with like work or career stuff. And then I feel like you're like ready. What are you getting?
Her mom's talking to me about Christmas like constantly. She's showing me the ornaments that actually were very special to her. I don't know if there's one. She's showing me like a baby ornament. I don't know if it's in like a crib or a little basket.
Is it like glass or?
I'm not sure.
I heard like the ting, like
yeah.
Not that you're gonna flick it.
No.
It might break, but that's the sound.
I try not to get too specific in these because she's talking about family a lot, and I don't want to get too involved. We could do that separately.
They had family ornament. Yeah, and the male that's crossed, I don't know if this is dad or your uncle, but he had something with his leg and his knee. I don't know if it impaired him from walking completely. I unfortunately don't have them now, but we were very close. And just what is it about that you've been using your words better or speaking your truth better? Your dad is still living. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Is he having issues with his leg or his what's going on with his leg and his knee? I feel like it's something that needs like more attention. Yes. Yeah. He says arthritis. Okay. So I feel like if you do any type of energy work, I would definitely give him extra Reiki there, send him extra healing there. I feel like it's more something going on and he's either not saying it or just acting like it's nothing there. But I think it needs more of attention because I feel like it could make him not able to walk if he doesn't pay attention to it. I was hearing it could make him not able to walk. So see if he could get that check done. In the meantime, give him Reiki, send him healing there. You could use castor oil is great for pain, especially for arthritis. I've been speaking more where before I've been quiet. Very good. That's the throat chakra. So
Yeah, I know your dad's stubborn.
it's very stubborn. That's why they're saying it. Yeah.
It's so weird. She like wants people to help him. Obviously, he won't allow it. But she, at the same time, doesn't want to put responsibility on people. Like it's not your responsibility to help him.
Right.
All you can do is offer help.
Exactly. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Your dad feels stuck. And
hey, Denise. Exactly.
Do you live near your dad, Kelly?
I love him. He unfortunately is remarried. And that's where the, I guess, separation.
Okay, thank you.
Breakdown.
Because I saw the disconnection. I didn't know if you live near him.
About an hour away.
Yeah. Okay. Because that was what she was talking about, the separation.
Yeah. You could still send distant love and distant Reiki,
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, get him some castor oil if he doesn't already have it, because that heals and it helps with the pain. It'll help with his joints.
But like your mom said, this isn't your responsibility. This is not something you have to do.
Yeah.
So don't put any pressure on yourself. And she keeps calling him an old fool.
I heard tool.
Oh, okay. Tool or fool.
An old tool. Same thing, yeah.
That's so funny.
She's still right, and she's still sending him love and light. But he is very stubborn, and it is the man he is, I'm going to see if he says you don't have to come all the way here. Aww. I feel like go and visit. I'm telling you, bring him some castor oil and see if he could take better care of it, because it feels like it's his lower back, his leg, and his knee especially. And I think the more he just lets it hurt and be in pain, the harder it's going to be to heal. He's ready now too, she said. He wasn't ready before for his spiritual awakening or his connecting. He's ready for that now.
Okay.
And then Kelly, I also seen, because you've been speaking up more and using your voice more, that this year coming up, you're going to have a big passion ignited. It's almost like a excited. Maybe you were just fine going along with everything, but now I feel like I'm excited for what's coming up, new things happening, starting something new, or it just feels like it's a new excitement.
Yeah.
For life. Career. I feel like it has something to do with career. I have MS and a rare blood cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Do you send yourself Reiki? When you do it, visualize as, ground yourself, put the white bubble around you, but visualize as if you're healing all of your cells, and especially we'll go through the blood. Visualize a white light coming in, filtering in, and literally tracing through all the blood maps, all the networks in your body, and healing every cell, clearing out anything negative, and kind of going like a nice filter around you. But the more you clear it and tell yourself that you're healing, the better you're going to feel. As hard as it sounds, you have to be consistent and really talk yourself into it, kind of.
But your mom's telling me you take good care of yourself. Otherwise, besides the, I guess,
ailments,
the healing, you take good care of yourself. You're always following up, so she's not worried about that. She said you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere anytime soon.
We still have a long time here.
Yeah.
Praise be. I try for the most part. Okay, very good.
I think your mom's so excited about Christmas this year.
She is.
She keeps showing me things like
I just seen a big blanket. Did you see that part?
No, I didn't see the blanket, but she showed me this little box and she opened it up and had a little like wreath pin.
Oh yeah, that one looks like it's made too. Correct?
Oh, I don't know. I saw like gold outline and
yeah.
It's just she's very into this. I know, and she doesn't miss you because she's with you all the time.
It was her production. Oh yeah, so she did make it. Oh, or Christmas was her production.
Yeah. And she's so happy to spend it with you this year. And
I seen there's definitely a blanket that is Christmas specific that you haven't taken out, and it's in like the cedar chest or the wooden chest. I smell like the cedar, and she's like, why is it still folded like all the way in the bottom? Like it's almost Christmas. Take it out.
And light a candle for her. She'll be there.
Yeah, I seen a white one and a red one. I don't know if that's what you have, but
very cool.
And I feel like, when you get like a little piece of sawdust or like wood from like the chest, like that's still attached to the blanket, but it's all the way on the bottom of something. And it looks almost like a quilt. It's not handmade, but it's like a Christmassy thing. Maybe it's my sister. I don't have a Christmas blanket. I have a Christmas village. Yeah, it's definitely like, it looks like boxes, like a quilt, but it's a Christmas one. It's all the way at the bottom, folded up still. There's like a wool blanket over it. I see a gray blanket over it and something like a crocheted thing over that. But she's like, why isn't this out yet? Christmas village. Does it have the snow globe in it? Because I was seeing those, like
snow globe.
Yeah. Like the sprinkles in it. Like
yes.
Right, like the snow. Yes, the whole snowing part of it.
Well, Kelly, your mom's awesome. She really is, and she doesn't worry about you. She knows things are going to get better for you.
The village, with the fake snow. Okay. Oh, so maybe that's what you have to add to your village is the fake snow. I feel like she's very all this energy, like get to it, put that there, come on, we need more Christmas, like more cowbell. Give me more snow. She's my angel and my biggest cheerleader. Aw, she is, and she still is. Ronald says,
oh hey Ron,
hello,
how
Shaun.
you doing?
You like his hat, Ronald?
That's funny. That's my mentor. He's very good.
Oh yes, did we talk to him one time?
We did talk to him one time, and he gave me
on our radio.
a great talk about 2 weeks ago, and it literally changed my life.
Thank you.
Thank
we
you.
needed you to bring him back because he wasn't doing the best.
Yes, and things have just gotten better from there. I got that. Awesome.
Suddenly it's hard. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kelly, but she's definitely with you, very present. And she's sending her love and light. So we hope you have a good holiday.
And tell your sister to meditate more because she's trying to reach her. It's funny. We think one more?
Yeah, we do one more.
Okay. Before, I think there was. Did we do Denise?
Oh, we didn't do Denise. Hey, Denise, are you still there? We're going to do you as a last reading for today. And then we'll be back on maybe Thursday. Maybe, yeah.
Her sister's like her dad's. Stubborn.
Makes sense. Okay, so Denise.
Hey, Denise, did you have any specific questions?
Let's see.
Yeah. like everything from the last one. No questions.
Okay, so light, firm foundation. Okay, so you get the light card, which tells me that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you've even been seeing more positive things happening or been having more positive thoughts, which I like. You get firm foundation, which says you have a good stability, stable home, safety, happiness, like you're stable with that, grateful, everything like that. But then you get financial and material changes, which a lot of times for me means like a change in living arrangements or like having somebody else coming living with you. Could be a new love. If you're single, it could be like a new love interest coming in. But I feel like they're coming in fast. If you're not single and you're with somebody, then they're moving in, or you're like talking about moving somewhere else. But I feel like it's changes like that. What are you getting?
Denise, does any of that make sense to you?
Single. She's single. Okay. So I feel like this is somebody coming into your life, definitely like even helping financially. Like, so that's why I'm thinking paying some bills, paying some of your mortgage, like somebody that's going to come in and help. And I feel like it like comes in quicker than you're thinking or quicker than you're planning. And that the change is imminent, like it's happening. Hi, Tuska. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for watching us. So, Denise, is there anybody on your radar? That would be wonderful. When will this happen? Okay, yeah. So I feel like this is all happening kind of soon. I'm going to say within next year. I feel like getting a lot for like the end of the summer, early fall. What are you seeing?
Sorry.
Talking to her mom?
It could be. I'm not sure. There's very like heavy energy over there, but I'm trying to like get away from that.
Yeah, that's the masculine though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be her grandfather, who was well, your mom is definitely with you, watching over, trying to send light and love.
Denise, your mom is saying that you've been through a lot and you've been kind of climbing out of this hole, like almost like negative things that happened in the past.
Yeah.
Now you're dead. And she's so excited that things are actually going to come to fruition. Like you're finally going to get what you're looking for.
Yeah, keep on hearing like you need that somebody to lean on, like that extra like partner. Newness, abundance. Third, I've seen so many thirds. So I'm gonna say it's like third quarter next year, which is like the end of summer, early fall. Happy to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through whatever you had to go through to get to this time.
Yeah, it seems like a domino. It's like a lot of one thing after another. But your mom and grandma have been sending butterflies your way a lot. They keep on saying that you're so much stronger than you think you are, and they're like, "Look at you, you know you are." They admire your strength, because they weren't able to be that strong, single, independent woman, and they admire that.
I don't know what this means, Denise, but you have to let more light in your house. I don't know if it's cluttered or if the windows aren't open. Not open, I should say the shades.
Well, like physical light, yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
physical light,
like pull the blinds up.
Yeah, just saying it's time to let yourself feel the light.
Yeah, let the love in.
They keep showing me. I don't know what this is. It's like a reddish leather bag or something like that. That it's like with all this clutter. And this,
Stuff from the past, maybe.
like, it could be, but I don't. She almost something like there's something important under there. I don't know what that means, Denise. Maybe you could.
Important.
Yeah.
So if there's a red leather bag that you have, Shaun said to look through it, that there's something important in there.
Yeah, someone's gonna help you.
But it's in like a closet, right? It's something that you haven't been looking at.
I'll just keep the lights off.
I keep my lights off at night. Yeah, put your lights on, Denise.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that, Michelle. I mean, I just seen a red bird, so cardinal for sure. Michelle, I think he sends that. Shows me watching over two boys also, or two of the boys.
He's gonna honor his agreement. He won't leave you. He's still gonna be with you. He promised.
Mm-hmm. He keeps on saying he wants you to smile, that he always says he loved your smile and adores your smile. That was for...
Oh, she has a black pocketbook of hers.
Oh, Denise.
It may be. It's weird.
So look in the bottom of it, or what's under it, right? You said it was kind of like under it. So pick it up, see what's under it.
Yeah, curious. You have to let us know.
Yeah.
But we definitely have gone over our time here.
Yes. But we love you all, and we're happy to send and spread some Christmas cheer and holiday greetings. And
thank you, Denise.
Thank you, Denise.
And keep in touch. Like I said, we're going to do this every week. We're going to try to get it next week. We'll see, maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
But keep looking at our Facebook sites, either Charmed Messages from Heaven, Charmed Eclectic Healing Shop, or any way you watch us, our charmedmessagesfromheaven.com. And we will keep you up to date when the show is. And like I said, next year we're going to have new content with different guests, interviews, and it'll be really fun.
Yes. Yeah, and it was good to hang out and talk.
Holiday cheer, Ron.
Hopefully, yes, Ron, holiday cheer. Hopefully, we get back on our radio too, that it was just down for the day and not for good.
Yeah,
we'll find ways around it.
Yeah, this site I could also send out a link where you could actually call in. You can actually video in with video or video off. So we're going to try different ways of doing this.
Yeah,
get more people.
And we'll have different props next time. Maybe a green screen.
Maybe a green screen, yes. Thank you. Have a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. And
happy holidays and love to all.
Yes. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.